Imagine finding one in your old coin jar, your change, or inside a drawer and realizing it's worth more than a brand new truck or even a small home. These pennies are not just coins, they're hidden treasures, and they're out there waiting to be discovered. So don't go anywhere. In this video, we're going to explore the rarest 1952 D-Wheat penny errors, how they happened, why they're worth so much money, and how you can tell if you might have one. Trust me, once you learn what to look for, you'll never look at a penny the same way again. Let's start with a little history. The 1952 D-Wheat penny was made at the Denver Mint, which is what the D stands for. In that year, over 746 million pennies were made there. That's a lot of coins. But here's the twist: even though there were so many made, only a few came out with the kind of errors that are now worth a fortune. These mistakes happened during the minting process, and back then, the US Mint didn't always catch them. Some of these error coins slipped into circulation and disappeared into people's pockets, drawers, and jars waiting to be found. One of the most valuable errors is the double die obverse, or DDO. That's when the front of the coin, the side with Lincoln's head, is struck twice by mistake, and you can see doubling on the letters or numbers. On the 1952 D penny, look closely at "In God We Trust, Liberty," and the date, 1952. If the letters or numbers look like they have shadows or double lines, you might have a DDO. These coins can be worth thousands. A strong double die in good condition could sell for $10,000 to $47,000 or more. Another rare and valuable error is the repunched mint mark, or RPM. That happens when the D mint mark is punched into the coin more than once in a slightly different position. These are easier to miss but can still be worth a lot. Some RPM 1952 D pennies have sold for $500 to $5,000, and rare varieties in mint state can go even higher. But the real monsters, the ones that bring in $50,000 to $90,000 or more, are the coins with major off-metal or wrong planchet errors. A planchet is the blank piece of metal used to make a coin. Sometimes, by mistake, a penny was struck on the wrong metal, like a silver dime blank or even a foreign coin blank. These coins look strange: the color may be off, the size might be a little different, or the weight may feel lighter or heavier. A 1952 D penny struck on a dime planchet is extremely rare and has sold for as much as $79,000 at auctions. And in perfect condition, experts believe one could fetch up to $90,000. So, what should you do if you think you have a rare 1952 D penny? First, take a close look at the coin. Use a magnifying glass or even your phone's zoom camera. Check for any doubling on the letters or numbers. Look closely at the D mint mark to see if it looks punched more than once. Is the coin off-center? Does it look silver or a strange color instead of copper? Is it lighter or heavier than normal? A regular 1952 D-Wheat penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If it's way off from that, like 2.5 grams or more than 3.5, you might have something special. If you're not sure, don't clean the coin. Cleaning can ruin its value. Instead, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These companies can check your coin, grade it, and certify any errors. A graded coin is trusted and can sell for much more money. Even if you're not a collector, this is a great reason to go through your old coins. Check your change, your piggy bank, or ask your parents or grandparents if they have old jars of coins stored away. The 1952 D penny is just one of many that could be hiding a valuable secret. You never know that one little coin might change your life. Imagine turning a penny into $47,000, $79,000, or even $90,000. All because of a simple mistake made over 70 years ago. That's the magic of coin collecting. And the best part? These treasures are still out there, waiting to be found. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you're going to start checking your change now. Who knows? The next $90,000 penny might already be in your pocket. These coins are not normal. They are rare and hard to find, but if you know what to look for, you might find one hiding in your change. So stay with me, because this story could change the way you look at pennies forever. In 1966, something unusual was happening at the U.S. Mint. That's the place where coins are made. During the mid-1960s, the country had a big coin shortage. People were keeping silver coins because the value of silver was going up. So the mint tried to fix the problem by changing a few things. First, they stopped putting mint marks on coins. That means the little letter that tells you where the coin was made, like a D for Denver or S for San Francisco, wasn't used in 1966. They did this to stop people from hoarding certain coins. Second, they made a ton of coins very fast. But rushing meant that some coins were made with mistakes. And those mistakes are what collectors love. One of the most exciting errors from 1966 is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not hit right in the center during the minting process. It might look like part of the coin is missing or pushed to one side. If the coin is just a little off-center, maybe 5 or 10%, it might only be worth $50 to $100. But if it's way off, like 50 or 60%, and you can still see the full date, it could be worth thousands. Some of these coins have sold for over $10,000. Another rare and valuable mistake is called a double die. This means the coin's design was struck twice by mistake, making it look like the letters or numbers are doubled. On the 1966 penny, look at the date, the 1966, and at words like liberty or in God we trust. If they look like they have a shadow or double lines, you might have a double die. Light doubling could be worth a few $100s, but strong doubling could be worth $20,000 to $50,000 or more. These are very hard to find, but collectors will pay big money for them. Now, here's one of the craziest errors a penny made on the wrong metal. Normally, 1966 pennies were made from copper. But sometimes, by mistake, a penny was made using a dime or nickel metal blank. These are called wrong planchet errors. If a 1966 penny was made on a silver dime planchet, it will look silvery, not copper. These coins are very rare. One of these sold for $78,000. Other examples have sold for $25,000 to $50,000 depending on condition. If your penny looks the wrong color or feels too light or heavy, you should have it checked. There are also clipped planchets. That means part of the coin is cut off, like a bite was taken out of it. This can happen when the coin blank is not cut correctly. Small clips might be worth $50, but big clean clips, especially with the full date showing, can go for $500 to $5,000 or more. Again, condition matters. The best part? These coins have actually sold for these huge prices. One 1966 penny that had a double strike and was off-center sold for $115,000. Another one, with a very rare double die, went for $146,300. These sales were real, happening at big auction houses where serious collectors buy coins. These aren't just made-up numbers. People are paying real money for these rare pennies. So how can you tell if your penny is valuable? First, look at it closely. Use a magnifying glass if you can. Does anything look strange? Is the coin off-center? Do the letters or numbers look doubled? Is part of the coin clipped or missing? Does the color look wrong, maybe more silver than copper? Also, try weighing the coin. A normal 1966 penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If yours weighs a lot less, maybe around 2.5 grams, it might have been made on a dime blank. If it weighs more or feels strange, that could be another clue. If you find something that looks different or weird, don't clean the coin. Cleaning a coin can ruin its value. Instead, send it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These companies can check your coin and give it a grade. They also confirm if the error is real. A graded coin is worth a lot more and is trusted by collectors and buyers. It's the best way to sell your coin for the most money. You might be wondering, how often do people find these coins? Well, they are rare. But they're not impossible to find. Some people have found them in old jars, collections from grandparents, or just in their spare change. If you don't look, you'll never know. That's why collectors always say check your change. Imagine finding a penny in your drawer and learning it's worth more than your car. Imagine turning 1 cent into $78,000 or even $146,300. That's why so many people are excited about error coins. They are like treasure, small, hidden, and very valuable. And best of all, they could be hiding in plain sight. So before you toss that old penny or cash in your change, take a closer look. You might be holding a tiny piece of U.S. history and maybe even a fortune. The 1966 Lincoln penny may look like just another old coin, but with the right error, it could change your life. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin stories and tips. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin. Maybe your penny is the next one to make headlines. This isn't a joke or a rumor. Some rare 2009 Lincoln pennies with special mistakes have sold for huge amounts, like $80,000, $98,000, or even $100,000. And the best part? These coins are still out there. They are hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone like you to find them. So stay with me until the end, because this could be your lucky day. In 2009, the U.S. Mint made 4 different pennies to honor the 200th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. These were called the Lincoln Bicentennial cents. Each penny showed a different part of Lincoln's life. The first one showed his log cabin home in Kentucky. The second one showed him as a young man working in Indiana. The third one, which we're talking about today, is called the Professional Life penny. It shows Lincoln standing in front of the Illinois state capitol, where he worked as a lawyer and leader. The last one showed him in Washington, D.C. as president. The 2009 Professional Life penny looks normal at first. Millions of them were made, so it's not rare by itself. But some of these coins have mistakes called errors. And those errors are what make them so valuable. When a coin is made at the mint, things don't always go perfectly. Machines can slip. Dies can double. Blanks can be wrong. And just one small error can turn an ordinary penny into a treasure. One of the biggest errors on this coin is called a double die. This means the design was stamped twice by mistake, but slightly off. If you look closely at the coin, you may see extra lines or shadows on the letters or parts of the design. On this penny, doubling can happen on Lincoln's hands, the columns of the building, or the words like United States of America, or E pluribus unum. If the doubling is strong and easy to see, the coin can be worth thousands. A very clear double die in great shape has sold for over $25,000. And in mint condition, with bright red color and no damage, the best examples can go for $80,000, $98,000, or even $100,000. Another rare and valuable mistake is when the penny was struck on the wrong blank. A blank is the piece of metal used to make a coin. A penny should be made on a copper-plated zinc blank. But sometimes, a dime blank or even a blank from a foreign coin was used by mistake. When this happens, the penny will look too small, too light, or the color may be different. These coins are super rare. If a 2009 Professional Life penny was struck on a dime blank and still has a strong design, it could be worth over $50,000. In the right condition, it could go even higher. So, what should you do if you think you have a rare 1952 D penny? First, take a close look at the coin. Use a magnifying glass or even your phone's zoom camera. Check for any doubling on the letters or numbers. Look closely at the D mint mark to see if it looks punched more than once. Is the coin off-center? Does it look silver or a strange color instead of copper? Is it lighter or heavier than normal? A regular 1952 D wheat penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. If it's way off from that, like 2.5 grams or more than 3.5, you might have something special. If you're not sure, don't clean the coin. Cleaning can ruin its value. Instead, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These companies can check your coin, grade it, and certify any errors. A graded coin is trusted and can sell for much more money. Even if you're not a collector, this is a great reason to go through your old coins. Check your change, your piggy bank, or ask your parents or grandparents if they have old jars of coins stored away. The 1952 D penny is just one of many that could be hiding a valuable secret. You never know that one little coin might change your life. Imagine turning a penny into $47,000, $79,000, or even $90,000. All because of a simple mistake made over 70 years ago. That's the magic of coin collecting. And the best part? These treasures are still out there, waiting to be found. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you're going to start checking your change now. Who knows? The next $90,000 penny might already be in your pocket.